Hello, my name is Christina Erisha and my matrix number is 1013.
Hello, my name is Hazika Zahira and my matrix number is 111.
Hello everyone! Today, I would like to explain the proper attire when working in the electrical workshop. First, every student must wear a long-sleeve shirt with the institution's logo and a name tag. Second, long pants should always be worn to protect the legs from possible injuries. Third, safety shoes are very important because they protect us from electrical hazards and sharp objects. And finally, a safety helmet and gloves must be used to protect the head and hands from accidents. Next, I would like to introduce some of the basic tools used in the electrical wiring workshop. First, we have the screwdriver, which is commonly used to tighten or loosen screws. Second, the pliers, which are important for gripping and bending wires. Next is the wire, which helps us to safely remove the insulation from electrical wires. We also use the test pen to check. And finally, the multimeter, which is very useful to measure voltage, current, and resistance. First, we need to measure the required length of the conduit carefully. Second, the conduit is cut using a hacksaw to get the exact size. Third, if the conduit needs to bend, we use a conduit bender to shape it according to the wiring layout. Next, the conduit is fixed onto the board using saddles and screws to make sure it is secure. Finally, the junction boxes are connected to prepare for cable installation. Now, I would like to explain the basic steps of electrical wire installation in the workshop. First, the wires are measured to the required length. Second, we use a wire to remove the insulation at the ends of the wires. Third, the wires are inserted into the PVC conduit to protect them from damage. Next, the wires are connected inside the junction boxes. Finally, all connections are tightened with a screwdriver to ensure safety and reliability. I would like to introduce one of the most basic tools in the electrical workshop, which is the test pen. To use it, we place the tip of the test pen on the live terminal and gently press the end with our finger. If the small bulb inside lights, it is very simple but also very important because it helps us to work safely and avoid the risk of electric shock. By using the test pen correctly, we can identify live wires and carry out electrical work with more confidence and safety. Let's talk about the proper use of the wire cutter in the electrical workshop. First, measure the length of wire you want to cut. Second, place the wire between the sharp edges of the cutter. Third, press the handles firmly until the wire is cut through. Suggest, avoid using the cutter on very hard materials because it may damage the blade. By using the wire cutter correctly, next, the proper use of the screwdriver in the electrical workshop. The screwdriver is one of the most common tools used in wiring work. First, choose the correct type of screwdriver that matches the screw head. Second, place the tip of the screwdriver firmly into the screw slot. Third, turn it clockwise to tighten or anti-clockwise to loosen. Always make sure to apply steady pressure. By using the screwdriver correctly, we can assemble and secure electrical components neatly and safely. Every step we take, from wearing the proper attire to choosing the right tools and following correct procedures, is all the way to protect ourselves and our friends. Before we end, let us take a moment to remember the importance of safety in the electrical workshop. The workshop is a place where we learn, practice, and improve our skills. But it can also be dangerous if we are careless. That is why discipline, awareness, and responsibility are very important. When we work together, help one another, we create an environment that is not only safe, but also comfortable and productive for everyone. Thank you for joining this session. I hope to see you again in the next lesson. Stay safe and keep learning.